Welcome, live viewers. Welcome, replay viewers, to my broadcast. I hope the audio is okay right now. I will check it. We are now on take 3 for this test. It sounds good now. My gosh. Hi, C. Jewel. Hi, I am going to open up. I guess I have. I'm opening up Twitch. I am now going to open up Facebook. So I simulcast on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. Hi, Paul on Periscope. All at Tiffany TLC Music, the same username on all those places. All my own music, mostly modern American folk, but some other, like a little bluesy stuff. And but I just had 2 attempts to broadcast that had a funky audio thing happening. But I think it's finally done with whatever it was doing. So I'm going to open up Facebook now. Hi, Jesuis. And we're going to pretend like we're just starting fresh, since we might as well be, because I don't think anybody could hear the prior version. So how is everyone doing? If you feel like, hi, Rosie. I'm so glad you can hear. You missed my robotic sound. I just tried to broadcast a couple of times. Hi, Fluffy. Hi, Mike on Facebook. How are you? Oh, you also missed my robotic performance. You missed an example of the audio problem that I was talking about, which hitherto has just been my own private experience, which, as Alon said, made me sound like a robot. But I've deleted those broadcasts. I fixed the problem, and I'm on very late, though. Ugh. If anybody feels like sharing. Oh, that's great, Rosie. I had forgotten that you were testing for COVID. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to hear that. Yay. That's so great. Yay. Speaking of COVID, I had a couple of songs I want to sing. Actually, 3 songs I want to sing today that kind of relate to the topic of when you run into people with really different perspectives about kind of the issue of the day, which is COVID, how to handle that, because it's kind of come up for me in a way that left me almost in tears. This wasn't something that I had a direct discussion with somebody about, but it was somebody who has met my need for reasonableness in the past. Although they're conservative, they've met my need for reasonableness, and I'm not. But they have come across as somebody who wants to be diplomatic and dialogue on this topic specifically. Hi, M. Al Bayrak. But I saw a post about a week ago that left me like kind of hurt feelings. It was sort of a making fun of liberals kind of post, and that was really like, wow, that's not like him. And then today I ran across another post, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was really concerned. And so then I went and looked at the timeline, and I thought, I left with this deep-seated alarm / just incredible fear about how disconnected we are in terms of our perspectives on something that relates to public health. So concerned. And so it's really been on my heart and on my mind today that I didn't realize how disconnected and how angry some people are, and like ready to pick up arms about the fact that we have public health shutdowns and things like that, over what the thought is made up. It's made up, basically, or it's not, doesn't warrant that. And so I must kind of have a heavy heart, and I want to sing a few songs that don't specifically relate to that topic, but they relate to the topic of how do we hey, Carrie, I've been a little worried about you. I haven't seen you online, not just here, but like maybe I've just missed you I've watched Claire a few times and haven't seen you. Thanks for sharing. I'm so glad to see you, Carrie. So, just to update you, I'm about to sing a few songs that relate to this idea of that I've really come into contact with fully today, which is the distress about running into one or more people in your life who are taking a perspective on COVID or something else that feels very like life-threatening, that is alarming, to you. And how do you, or on any other issue, but where you know the disconnect matters, it's in this case it's somebody who had been meeting my need for reasonableness, and now I fear, due to what he's been watching, which leaves me even more concerned, has just completely shifted into name calling and threatening and okay, all right, Carrie. Well, I'm so relieved. I was a little worried. I was actually thinking about messaging you, making sure you were okay. Alon! Hey, is the sound a little better? Alon got to hear my audio problem. That's the audio problem that has interfered with me doing my looping songs, Alon. You got to hear it. It made me sound like a robot, as you noticed. The thing is, I've never had it where I don't know it's happening. I usually can always tell it's happening in my own ears. That was a whole new level of the problem. Anyway, so I'm thinking about doing How I Want to Be. I'm thinking about doing That Brand New Day. I'm thinking about doing Starting with Awareness, because these are all songs that help us. I really want to be in an empathic, accepting, diplomatic, trying to find common ground kind of headspace, even though I don't think I'm going to be able to have a discussion with this particular person. The disconnect is too great. But just to have inner peace in myself, and also maybe to know what to say and how to... Oh, Carrie, okay, good. I'm glad it's fine now. Did you hurt your back doing the cycling? Hi, Josh Buckeyes. How we can just have a sense of peace and understanding and empathy in our own hearts, so that so for our own peace of mind, number one. Number two, if we do have a chance to dialogue, that we're most likely to dialogue in a way where we're most likely to be heard and most likely to possibly find common ground in some way. Yay, Alon! I'm telling you, it's a real troubling problem, and I feel like that's a sign that it's gotten more invasive and problematic, that it happened without me even knowing it was happening. I mean, I went and I sang a whole song, which I'm happy to re-sing because it's that applicable, and I hope it's helpful to other people. So I'm going to start with How I Want to Be, for the reasons I just mentioned. Do I see an evil man, or a man who's lost his way? Do I hear what's in his heart, or do I hear what his words say? Do I demonize you, or can I see through? I want to see the real you, 'cause as I think, so I do. I've learned how to think of things in a way that helps you and me. How to be the way that I want to be. Ooh, yikes. As a teen, I tried to meet my needs through judgment and anger. Bet your grandsons felt really bad, Carrie. Found my way, and I've learned how to think of things in a way that helps you live. How to be the way that I want to be. How to be the way that I want to be. To be that I want to be. Oh, I need that song. I need to come at these conversations with people of perspectives that I really didn't even know were out there to this level. Thank you guys so much for all the emoticons. Alon, you got a lovely collection. Thank you. No worries, Carrie. No worries at all. That's okay. That's okay. I was just thinking your grandsons must feel horrible that they left the empty containers in the tub. That's the biggest risk when you're older, is falling. Thankfully, you know, if you don't have osteoporosis or osteopenia, I have osteopenia, which is like the kind of the precursor, because it's in my family, osteoporosis, but I'm doing all kinds of things it hasn't gotten any worse, thankfully. Hopefully I won't get to the osteoporosis level, but that's a big scare, is like if you fall and break something. Yeah, I'm really struggling tonight, guys. I'm not struggling. I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm needing these songs to keep feeling better. I had a recent revelation. That's nice, Alon. Just about how profound and scary the disconnect is right now between people on COVID. I did not realize. It's basically been embodied in a friend, kind of a family friend, who went from a very diplomatic, like, oh, hey, when the shutdowns first happened, hey, I'd like to talk to people about, like, couldn't we do these shutdowns a little differently? Like, maybe we could just have the people who are really vulnerable shelter in place, and because I'm really worried about the economy, and what do people think? And he would mediate discussions and make sure everything stayed peaceful. To fast forward to today, and I kind of stumbled upon a post or two and ended up looking at his Facebook timeline, and I just almost started crying, because it was like, you libtard, like it had name calling, it had information in there that does not meet my need for credibility. It had every conspiracy theory. It had just, fuck you, and things like, I'm gonna have big gatherings and no masks and come get me, and it had a totally different tone, and like kind of a threatening tone in posts, like kind of like we're going to take up arms. And this is kind of a professional person too. And to see that evolution left me really concerned about what different media we're watching, and how we're going to make it through this, what I see as a health crisis. That's my perspective. And so I'm just having all these cravings for songs that help talk about the issue of how can we not demonize each other? How can we empathize? I've thought of like what's going on for him. He's really scared about losing his rights, and I can understand that. Yeah, it's really out there. But again, trying to find empathy. So that's do I see an evil man or a man who's lost his way? Do I hear what's in his heart, or do I hear what his words say? So what I'm hearing when I really look closely, I know, which is interesting. So interesting to see if those people who are getting into that mindset change because of that and go along with Trump, or whether they turn on him, I don't know what will happen there. I'm kind of curious. I kind of think Trump's probably gonna, even when he's wearing a mask, that he's still hedging his, like, speaking in language that his supporters can kind of forgive him for that or something. I don't know. That's what I've seen so far. But anyway, I just really wanted to empathize. What I'm hearing underneath all this vitriolic language is, one big thing I'm hearing is fear of losing rights. And while I understand that as an attorney, and someone who's familiar with constitutional law, and I've been watching the courts do an amazing job of standing up to any overreach, by government. And so I'm not concerned about that, because there are permissible restrictions on every constitutional right. For example, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater when there is no fire in the name of free speech. So there are things we can do. There are restrictions that can be made. And when you have a public health crisis, I'm pretty sure the things that are happening for the most part will be upheld. But if they go too far, I trust that our courts will intervene. I just do. I trust that based on my experience. But a lot of people don't have that experience, and they might be hearing news reports that, these are fake cases and all these, they put it all together and they go, oh my God, you're taking away our rights. And that, I get, if you believe that, boy, you'd either have to cower in fear or stand up and fight, and so I think that's what's going on. And I don't know how to fix that. I really don't know how we're going to fix that. So that brings me to my next song, which is a little bit more hopeful than I really feel right now, but it was written at maybe a slightly more innocent time, or a time where we could, yeah, right. Yeah, but you can understand, like, if people thought these were happening for no reason, or it was a grand conspiracy. I realized a lot of what this comes down to, the seed, is who do you trust? Like, I trust our governor. We live in the same state, this person and I, and so he's like saying the governor is a totalitarian and this kind of thing. I really do trust him. Like, I truly trust him. I hear him talk, hi Rimka, and I trust him. He meets my need for credibility. Likewise, I watch and read a wide range of news sources, and when I take them all together, I feel my need for reliability and credibility is met. So I feel confident in the information I'm receiving sufficiently. But that's not the information that everybody's receiving. And when you're receiving different information, you can get really upset, when other people are just like, what's the problem? And so I just don't know where we go from here. So this song, I want to be this hopeful, but this is my hopeful spin on what to do in those situations. How to get through. When we talk about change in the world, well, we don't have to agree, but maybe I could learn from you and you could learn from me, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb and we can find our way to that brand new day. Knowledge, it is emergent, that's what they say, so let's learn something new each and every day, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb and we can find our way to that brand new day. And if we search with open minds, we just might see the same signs, and so choose the same paths more and more of the time, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb and we can find our way to that brand new day. And so that we all can come together, I hope we avoid judgment and look for solutions for the 100%, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb, and we can find our way to that brand new day. And maybe in certain circumstances, maybe if we reach out and we speak about the changes that we seek and help others do that too, why, we can make it through. So that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb, and we can find our way to that brand new day. Hi, Cardle. Now it may seem much too hard, even hopeless at times like right now. But maybe I want to believe that together we're unstoppable. A better world is possible. So one day at a time, step by step, let us climb, so we can find our way. Thanks, Wesley. To that brand new day. Saying one day at a time, and step by step, we can climb, and we can find our way to that brand new day. Saying one day at a time, step by step, and let us climb, so we can find our way to that brand new day. That's so funny, Carrie. Oh, what people will do for $1, though. It's one of the many symptoms of horrendous income inequality and poverty and all over the world. I kind of had a lot of experience indirectly with how that can be with my dad's situation in the Philippines. It's a lot of people selling themselves, because they don't have any good choices. But yeah, probably not real friend requests, needless to say. Anyway, guys, I think I'm doing a little bit of a shorter broadcast than normal, because for those who had the excitement of hopping on my earlier attempts to broadcast this hour, I sounded like a robot, and it took quite a bit of time to fix and get back on. So if it's all the same, I would like to end on starting with awareness, because or maybe, you know what, maybe I'll do When I Gotta Let Go. Yes, in fact, I think I'll do that. I normally have been trying to take at least one request, and hopefully I'll get back to that tomorrow. If my technology cooperates, I can be on a little longer. But yeah, I just feel like I'm quite distressed still about the situation I was describing, and I do need to let go. Oh, cool, Wesley. That sounds yummy. All right. Let's see. Let's see what's happening here. Oh. It's funny you say that, because, I had to have conversations with my dad. It was really kind of sad. Like, Dad, nothing personal. It would be anyone who's 30 or 40 years older than somebody else. But this is not, don't think this is like actually a real desire on these young women's part, because it's desperation. It's economic desperation. And that's nothing personal. It could be the best looking guy or woman who's 50 years older than the person who's trying to solicit you. You got to wonder what's going on, because usually we seek out people our own age, similar age. Thanks, Wesley. I appreciate that. That's nice. Thank you. You are so young. So this is a song about letting go of things that you've really done all that you can do, and you really can't do anything more to help in a particular situation, to change something. And it's not sustainable for you to keep trying in a particular situation. So It's applicable. Hopefully not to other people, but certainly to me today. Hopefully you're blissfully free from that right now. You are so young, the boat its tongue. I was young too, I had no way to protect you. Just had to stand nearby and hear you cry. Your pain again and again made it hard to know when I gotta let go. 'Cause I don't know that I can, and I need others to grow, to lend a hand. Never hit myself, I still have scars. Fear to be safe, I better do things perfectly, including taking care of you and all others suffering too. Made it hard to know when I gotta let go. 'Cause I don't know that I can, and I need others to grow, to lend a hand. I know No, did I sing this verse? Never hit no, I did. I know compassion, it helps us all, but it's my limits I need to recall. I often ask too much of myself, when the truth is I need help. That's why I need to know when I gotta let go. 'Cause I don't know that I can, and I need others to grow, to lend a hand. There is so much pain in this world, and so much I think we can do to fix it. I believe big changes are the key, but I can't make it myself alone, just me. That's why I need to know when I gotta let go. 'Cause I don't know that I can, and I need others to grow, to lend a hand. Accepting limits, it can cause pain. It hurts to know when I can't do anything. I care so much about you and me. Just want everybody to have what they need, and yet I need to know when I gotta let go. 'Cause I've done all that I can, and I need others to grow, to lend a hand. When I gotta let go. Thanks, Alon. Those are beautiful emoticons. Thanks, guys, for being with me. This has been a disheartening day. Not a whole day. The whole day, actually, as a whole, it's had some good parts, but just disheartening and concerning. We need to have shared reality on things of dire importance. Don't know how we get out of this situation, you know? And I didn't realize, like I said, quite how bad it had gotten. I mean, there are people talking about civil war, and, you know, I'm like, oh my God, you know, as though things aren't stressful enough. Yeah, but I gotta be real. Gotta be real. I think it's important, and I know you're kind of joking a little bit. It is really we've got some heavy stuff going on. Oh, you're talking about with your emoticons. Those are good. They help. Yeah, it's a tough time. It's a tough time. Thanks for being with me during this tough time that seems to just keep on chugging in our country while it totally lightens up elsewhere. You're very lucky, Alon, where you are. Very lucky. Thanks, guys, for being with me. Jackpot. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I should be on, barring problems. Thanks, Alon, for clarifying. It should be on. I try to come on between 5 and 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'm obviously a little late today due to technology, sometimes due to getting behind. But I really am trying. And I expect, what is today? Today's when? Yeah, I should be on tomorrow, normal time, hopefully. Thanks, Alon. I need a big hug. Fortunately, we can't have them safely anymore, for reals. Thanks, Carrie. I seriously feel like crying. I'm just really concerned. So thanks for being with me during the fun times and the happy times. Aw, thank you, Alon. Thanks for being with me. You guys mean so much, and being on here means so much, and hope we can help each other through the tough times. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Bye. Okay, I didn't stop streaming. You guys saw me cry.